Greetings from the land of Canada. My name is Matt, and today I've got another game of StarCraft 2 for you. Now, in this video, I'm going to show you how to beat Terran going standard as Protoss. Now, Terran going standard means just basically a ball of Marine and Marauders with a bunch of medevacs. It's basically MMM, you know? But it's like a lot of people have been complaining about that it's really overpowered. That Terran is like their strongest race right now. A lot of people don't know how to deal with Terran when they do that MMM build, and they get all those they get all the Marines, they get all the Marauders and all the medevacs. They can't do anything about it as a Protoss because that pretty much melts gateway units. Like, Marauders are disgusting against Protoss. So right now I'm just playing against Dr. Nanas. Is that it? Dr. Narnias. Oh, okay. So he's playing Terran. He's going to be going standard this game. I think I already gave that away. But right now I'm just scouting. I'm just looking for him, you know. But I'm going to be doing a build this game because the thing against Terran is that you want to scout his base as much as possible, just so that you know he's not cheesing you, because Terran is pretty much the most cheese-friendly race, you know. So basically, I'm just trying to chrono boost out my economy as much as possible right now because I want to get an early gateway. Not really an early gateway, just like as you can see over here, I'm already going to get my gateway, but it's not too early. I mean, it's pretty standard, but you don't need to do anything funky as a Protoss. It's just that a lot of people, I know me in particular, I've been pissed with Terran just because of how, like, it's pretty overpowered. Like, it's too easy for someone to win with it, you know? Like, if the person goes that build, it doesn't take much skill to win with it. So, and there's not much you can do against it if you don't go a specific build. And the specific build is pretty much just don't go gateway units. You want to tech as fast as possible. Not to Dark Templars. It's way too easy for them to just scan, and that strategy is finished. But the way you want to do it is you want to tech to not Stargate, but robotics facility, and then you want to get the Robo Bay as fast as possible so you can start getting Colossus. And that's basically how you beat them. You just want to get as fast as possible Colossus. With the extended thermal lances, they're going to be able to do a ton of damage to that Marine Marauder ball. And if you have them on the high ground and you have a bunch of Stalkers and Zealots on the low ground, and you can just do the splash damage and kill tons of Marines, tons of Marauders, and that's basically how you do it. You cannot go mass gateway units against Marine Marauders. It's not going to happen. So right now this guy's just trapped in the corner, you know. It's a pretty bad situation. I don't think he exactly knows that you can click away, click on the mineral so you can get through. But right now I'm just gonna bring up some tabs. Let's do this. What is it? Okay, how do you do this? It's super cool. Check it. Yeah, okay. Oh wait, no, that's not it. Fuck. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Yes, okay. Control N. Okay, there we go. Sweet. Now I've got my probe here. He's just doing his own thing. Now this guy over here, he's got his he's going standard 2 racks right now. He's gonna get a 3rd rack soon, and then he's probably gonna want to tech to medevacs, you know, because that's pretty much what you want to do as a Terran. It's just there's a lot of easy ways to play Terran, and that's pretty much the main one, you know. But right now, as you can see, I'm getting some more gateways. I'm going 3 gate right now. The more standard play is 2 gate robo. But I just wanted to be able to hold off as much pressure as possible because I got a decently early warp gate. It's already at about a minute done. I'm gonna want to chrono boost that as fast as possible because the thing is with Colossus is you can't have a Colossus. You can't have an army like 2 or 3 Colossuses and not a ground army, because otherwise they're just gonna stomp you every single time. So he's getting a reactor for his this barracks and a tech lab for this, so he can start getting his upgrades. But he's got a decent ball of Marines here. There's nothing really I can do about that. There's actually nothing I can do about that. As you can see, the range is 6, and the range for these guys is 6 as well, so you can't exactly micro against these guys. But right now, as you can see here, there he goes. There's his 3rd racks, and after this, he's going to build a factory real soon. Like you can see, he already has his minerals saved up right there. There it is. Now, right here, I just want to get this out as fast as possible because what I didn't realize is that I actually completely walled off here. This was a mistake. But so I'm not going to be producing off of these guys at all, just so because I don't want to kill this just yet, because then it's just a waste of minerals right now. But as you can see, it's chrono boosting out, and it's already done. So now I get my two gateways. I'm going to be able to start making a ground army faster than I would normally. I think you guys already know that, but you basically get your ground army out 5 seconds earlier. Like each unit gets produced 5 seconds earlier than it's supposed to. Now right here, I want to make an observer, but as you can see, I'm somewhat supply blocked right now, and just got my robotics bay out, and I've got a lot of minerals, so I'm thinking, okay, this would be a good time to expand, because I've got a lot of minerals. I've got a solid, not really, I've got a non-existing, more like it, ground army, but, look at my APM, it's beautiful. Alright, I'm actually not going to look at that because of how disgusting it is. I'm going to look at the production tab. As you can see, he's already getting stimmed. So right here, I said, you know what? Okay, if I'm gonna get like if I want to get an expansion like this guy who's gonna go make an expansion, I gotta blow this up anyway. So man, not producing off of these two, it actually was a bit of a waste of time. As you can see, I'm supply blocked. So right there, the thing finishes, and I'm gonna get my observer out so I can go and check out what he's doing. Now, what I want to get as fast as possible, like you really want to do this, is extended thermal lances. As you can see here, he's already got a solid ground army of about, I don't know, 20 Marines and 3 Marauders. And these guys, Marauders, they destroy Protoss like very easily, because a lot of Protoss units, they're what are they called? They're armored. And these guys, they do extra damage. They do 20 damage against armored, so that's why they really wreck them. Now right here, I'm just gonna get my expansion up as soon as possible. I just got my observer, and he's gonna be going checking out his base to see how he's doing. But as you can see, he's a lot higher in the supply, just because he's manufacturing a ton of Marines, you know, and he's got his I think he's got more workers than me. Where do you check that? Army. Nope, not that. Army supply. Nope. God damn it. Control A. Yeah, there you go. See, I'm actually ahead of him in worker supply, but he has more army than me. So, like, if he attacks right now, I'd be in a lot of trouble. But I've almost got my... How do you get rid of this? There you go. I've almost got my Colossus out. This is very good. You want to chrono boost this out as much as possible. And yeah, I've got a decent army right here for if I get a Colossus to back them up, they can do a lot of damage. Now right here, I've got my expansion almost up. He hasn't even started his. I don't know why he doesn't have that factory producing, like, at least siege tanks. I mean, you can do that, you know. He's researching concussive shells right now for Marauders, which are actually really good. As you can see, I've got my observer just chilling here. Now what I think he's gonna do is he's gonna scan here to take out my observer. I actually try to force that as much as possible, because I like it when Terrans have to force the scan to take out my observer, because they just wasted 270 minerals because they can't use a mule, you know. So they just wasted 270 minerals for something that costs 25 minerals and 75 gas, you know. So I call that a win in my books. So we got my stalkers out. I've got I'm throwing down a forge, because the thing with Protoss is that they start to get really powerful once you start pumping out upgrades for these guys. So that's another thing. You want to get upgrades as fast as possible as Protoss. Right here you can see I've already started the ground weapons. I'm going to be chrono boosting that, because ground weapons, just for anybody, like ground weapons means this whole army gets like +1 or even 2 attack. Like these guys, their damage is 15, and they just have the extended thermal lances now, so these guys have a range of 9. So like these guys can be back here, and their army will be here, and I can just slaughter their army. Now this guy, he's moving out. He can actually see my army here. If you see that, he can actually see 2 little zealots just chilling outside, and I can't see him because he has the medevac, so he can see above things. But I've got two Colossus, and this easily. Watch how easily I've actually got to get this Colossus in the fray. Look how easily these guys go down. I've actually got to micro these guys away so they don't get focused down by these guys. But I actually brought them out a bit too far than I wanted to. Look, 7 and 8 kills already. These guys have killed 15 of their fucking units, you know? So I'm going to be bringing this guy up here, and I'm going to be spawning in as many units as possible to deal with this. Now I actually want to micro this guy away, because these guys, if they can easily focus down this, because once again, that Marauder, he does 20 damage to armored, and this guy, he is armored. So he can do a ton of damage to this guy. 20 damage, like it's very easy to take this guy down. But right here, like he's reinforcing this as much as he possibly can. I actually lose this Colossus here. I was bad idea bringing him down. But see, he stims and he runs up and he takes out my Colossus very easily. But I already got a second one out. That's easily going to clean up this army. 1 kill. That one that died, I think it had about 13 kills or something. So right now, he is very low in supply. He just lost his entire army. He's actually going to be lifting up the rest of his dudes. Actually, no. I didn't kill all those guys. He lifted them up. Okay, good play, good play. But he's got 3 racks. He's got his starport. He actually should really be making siege tanks, because one thing is slow pushing with siege tanks is very, very good, just in general, you know. But he's going for that ball of Marines that I can easily take out with these guys. Now right here, my upgrade is finished. My upgrade is done. And these guys, they have +1 attack. These guys, they actually get +2 damage when you get the attack upgrade, so they do 17 damage now. With the splash damage, you can melt Marines and Marauders very easily. And I'm going to want to Chrono Boost out more Colossus because these guys deal with Marine and Marauders very easily. Another thing that's good against Marine and Marauders is if you go High Templar, but that's very micro heavy, and for beginner players that actually isn't that great. But these guys is pretty much you just leave them in the back of the army and they tear it up. So right now I'm just going to be throwing down some more gateways because now that I have my expansion up, I've got a lot of minerals. So I'm going to be able to produce off of six gateways now and 1 robotics facility. You only really need 1 robotics facility. If you have 2, then you start getting too many Colossus. And here you can see that he's doing the correct response to this. He's starting to get Vikings. He's actually producing them he's producing a decent amount of Vikings. Like 4, it's not going to be able to deal with this amount of Colossus and this amount of Stalkers. But I'm just trying to move out. I'm going to see if I can gain map control with this Zelnaga tower. But he's going to want to produce as many Vikings as possible so he can take out my Colossus very easily. Because Stalkers, the thing with Protoss is they don't have good anti-air at all. Like that's the one thing that I hope that Blizzard, when they release the expansion pack for Protoss, you know how you can add units and stuff, that they add a unit that does good against anti-air for Protoss, because right now Stalkers, they just don't cut it, you know? Like they're good, sure, but they're not purely a counter to anti-air, you know? So right now, I'm gonna be getting out some more Colossus. I'm gonna be macroing an army pretty hard here. Now right here, as you can see, that I'm looking to take the high yield because that's a very smart thing to do. Now he's actually moving out with his nice little ball of Marine and Marauders, and he's got his Vikings, the correct response to counter Colossus. And he actually, with this Zelnaga tower, you have no idea how close it is for him to be able to see me. But he actually does not see my army. So right now, I'm just going to be throwing down this expansion. I'm going to throw down a pylon there so I can. I'm going to be able to reinforce that army and defend very easily. Now right here, I'm getting a Twilight Council because I want to further my my upgrades even more. Like as you can see, I can't even buy them anymore. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to build 2 more forges here because upgrades on Protoss tear it up. So like right here, I just decided to get a bunch of sentries because I had a lot of gas. And I hotkey these guys, so I'm going to be able to use the Guardian Shield for these guys because the Guardian Shield, it adds two armor to range damage, so they can really help when you're against this Marine Marauder ball. Because this guy, he hasn't even started his what's it called, upgrades yet. He has no engineering bay. That's actually really not smart because Marines and Marauders with upgrades is very scary. Like these guys, they're at 0-0. Me, I'm already on 1-1, I think. Yeah, 1-1. So right now, I'm actually getting out. I'm getting out more ground weapons. After these guys start, I'm gonna start building more armor and more shields. Now this is a good play. Now right here, having my army here, I actually should have it. Now that my expansion is pretty much up, I should have them right about here, which is where I put them. But I'm gonna start transferring probes over from this expansion and from this expansion just a little bit, because this, you can see that I'm starting to get mined out a little bit. Like this one's already almost gone, so is this. So I'm actually going to take these guys, I'm going to go to the high yield. But as you can see right here, he's moving out with his army. He's got a bunch of Marines, a bunch of Marauders, and he's actually, these Vikings are good. That's a good amount of Vikings. You know, you don't want to go overkill on the Vikings, but you don't want too little. So that's a solid amount of Vikings. He just got his expansion up. That was actually very delayed, his expansion, and he is completely mined out in the main. That's the one thing with Terran, is that with those mules, you get mined out really quickly. Now, as you can see, he's moving out. He's actually just checking to see if I have this high yield, which I do. So this is actually very dangerous. I'm gonna want to get this army over here as fast as possible, but I didn't. I was doing something over here, and then I had to go and get my army, and so I can attack them. They actually don't take out my Nexus because they decided to focus on this. But if I use the Guardian Shield and I have all my units, but these guys are gonna take down my Colossus, but they do their job, man. Like 9-10 kills, they're destroying these guys. So right here, I've got my Stalkers. They have 1 and 2. So these guys are doing a ton of damage to these units. He's actually landing his Vikings. This is very smart for him to be able to take out my Stalkers a lot faster. But his Marauders still do a ton of damage. But as you can see, his Vikings actually do a ton of damage. They're actually destroying my Stalkers, so I'm going to need to warp in a bit more. I'm actually bringing in reinforcements to be able to take this out because I do not want to lose this expansion, because this high yield is going to win me the game for sure. As you can see, he's backing out. This is a win for me, definite win. Units lost tab, let's see that. I'm actually losing in the units lost tab, but he lost twice as many units from me, but his resources, I'm actually losing in the resources lost. But the thing is, I'm focusing more on upgrades. As you can see that I had half his army. His whole army got lost. Like 100 people, like 100 units just got lost, and I only lost about 50. But I'm still doing better than him because of my upgrades. As you can see, I actually haven't started yet. I'm actually probably gonna do that right about in like, I don't know. Yeah, see right there. Good call. I actually started my upgrades. I actually was low on minerals and low on gas, so I decided, you know, I gotta throw up some more gas over here. Throw up gas, that's disgusting. Anyway, moving on, I've actually got a lot of chrono boost. I use that a lot for upgrades, but just keeping on top of your chrono boost is actually really difficult, just because you have so much of it. You know, you have so much chrono boost that it's really hard to keep on track of it and use it on anything. Like, I could use it on all my gateways to further production. I could probably be getting out some more Colossus. As you can see, my where is it, production? He's building a lot of units right now. I'm mainly focusing on upgrades because the thing was with Protoss, you can, like, once again, these guys, they're really, it's quality over quantity, you know? These guys, it's not even. It's like, you know, let's get a huge ball of an army and then just right click, you know? Right click. So him right now, he's trying to get an expansion. It would actually be smarter because the high yield expansion is really, really easy to defend. It's on the low ground. Which isn't that great, but I actually really like the high yield expansion on this map just because it's so close to your main. That's what he should be going for right now, but instead he's just getting his expansion over here, which is really far. Like, look how far. If I attack this, he's gonna have to reinforce that. Like, it's gonna be hard to reinforce that. But right here, as you can see, I've got a solid army up. I'm actually ahead of them in the supply. That's the thing. Once you get a Protoss on 3 base, and you've got decent amount of production facilities, and you have the right amount, so you're not like, you don't have a ton of production facilities that you're not using. You know, I actually got a Templar Archives because I was planning on using Sonic Storm and some High Templars, but then I realized that I didn't have the gas economy to do that. I was actually using my gas a lot for Stalkers and Colossus. Like, I stopped producing Colossus a lot. Like, this is actually a missed rally point. I actually have one Colossus here for the rest of the game. It's just chilling. But I decided to go against Colossus a lot just because I saw that he was getting a lot of Vikings. But as you can see here, he's actually not getting Vikings. Yeah, there it is. There's the Vikings. But he doesn't have too many Vikings to be able to deal with this. And I'm moving out with my big army. I've got my one little probe there, just chilling. But as you can see here, he's actually going to try to do a drop in my base. And he's being smart. He's moving it all the way across the map. But the thing is, now it's like he's moving out with what? Like, what is this? 16 Marines? Not even, like 8? Yeah, 16 Marines. And I've got this entire army, like, just, it's going to destroy his base once I move out. I was actually just checking to see if he had the high yield, which he doesn't. Now, my army at 150 and him at 144, but I'm at 2-1 and 3. I'm going to destroy this guy. Like, I have two, I was probably a misclick on the chrono boost, but it doesn't really matter. I have, like, infinite chrono boost. It's ridiculous. But I'm trying to get out shields level 2 as fast as possible. I've already got ground armor level 3 that's almost done. Now right here, there's like, what is he doing attacking my main? There's like almost nothing he can do. So right here, there's a huge engagement going on. I actually just lost my my Colossus to his Viking, but there's nothing he can do against this. Like, come on, be realistic. 2-1-3, and his guys have got nothing. He is definitely dying just from this one attack, you know. Like, there's no way he's gonna survive this. And look at the amount of SCVs, so oversaturated. Like, he could have transferred like easily half of these and still had the same economy. But right here, as you can see, I've got to blink these guys up here so I can start doing the maximum damage. Just because he's like, there's no way. Like, just GG right now, just leave. But as you can see right here, he's actually doing a decent amount of damage to my main. I've actually got like one Zealot just chilling there. He's just gonna attack them. But right here, I'm actually gonna start defending this because I'm like, okay, these guys are actually doing a bit of damage. So I'm gonna warp in some Stalkers, but look how easily 6 Stalkers kill these guys. I don't even think I lose a Stalker because of how high up on upgrades they are. Like 2-2-3, there's nothing you can do about that. I've got my entire army here that's just gonna wreck his base. I should actually probably be microing them into his base a bit more just so I could. See, there's the GG. Took out this Terran. Anyway, that's how you beat a Terran that goes standard. You basically get Colossus, take out his army, and get a ton of upgrades. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Subscribe for more content. I might do some more StarCraft 2 if you guys enjoyed it. And thanks a lot for watching. Peace.